Way to Dallas for Texas Frightmare weekend. Are you excited? Yeah. Made it to Dallas. There it is. Yay! There's Chucky in the back. Hi. We're chilling.
And perfect.
Dev Campbell's such a bitch. I don't know why she did that. Why'd she live? I don't know.
You know, if people decide to talk or text, is that cool here at the Alamo Draft House? No. What will happen if that knife? Okay, knife in. You'll end up like Mekhi Phifer in Scream 2, basically. You know what? I feel like I recognize this stature and silhouette. What is it, brown pants? What is this? Oh my God! Brown pants and green shirt? Shaggy from Scooby-Doo!
Matthew!
Oh my God, he would have got away with it too if it was. Being that this is the Draft House and that is our middle name, we all have beards. Matthew has chicken strips just because. All right.
That was improv. Because he hit me was hitting him with the phone. Yeah, it was one take. It was a really good take. Like, my mom and dad are gonna be so mad at me, was the same take.
You hit me with the phone, dick! Let's talk about another.
I only hear that like 9 times a day.
Let's,
That's pretty good.
That's the most awesome moment I've ever had in my life.
Awesome.
You're telling me that. Let's talk about another improv moment when Nev comes out of the closet with the umbrella and stabs you. What we see on screen is real pain because she missed whatever protective thing you had on and stabbed you right in a surgery wound. Is that true?
She came close.
Yeah.
I had open heart surgery when I was little, and when they sew your sternum back together, or wire it back together, they take the end of the wire and make it into a little ball of metal and place it on top of your sternum. It's incredibly sensitive. She hit that. So
You know, somebody that's important in your life, important in your trajectory. I think the thing that sticks out to me specifically, I mean, I have several memories.
Yeah.
But if you came across Wes Craven in the lobby of this theater, you just meet a kind, quiet man. What he produced on screen is nothing to the man he was. And, you know, the idea that he was a man who loved to birdwatch, and that he loved his children, and that he was this sort of quiet, at peace man that produced horror. I don't know. There was a gentleness about him that sticks with you. That it was so soft spoken that it's hard to not acknowledge that when you talk about him. And kind and loved us. I think that, look, for us, I mean, he had this huge run early in his career. And again, when Scream came along, he may not have been at the pinnacle of his game.
Right.
And then I think certainly Nev became like a daughter to him.
Yeah.
I mean, he spent the next, 3 movies with her, and then a break, and then another movie.
Yeah.
So there was this sort of like love for us and our cast and our crew and our ADs that sort of permeated our relationship. Like, there was this thing that we were an instrument to not only bring him back.
participating today in this panel. And just to get started.
I've been hanging out at a New Wave bar on La Brea in Hollywood. I had a crush on a little punk bartender, and they had a monitor on either end of the bar. And one was a continuous loop of Eraserhead, and on the other was a continuous loop of The Hills Have Eyes and Last House on the Left, in black and white. And after a couple of Irish whiskeys, they started to fuse together in my imagination. But I really respected Wes as an artist, and I went in on the interview. It was fitting in my schedule. I was doing TV.
Guy from the Midwest who had a really kind of dark sensibility, and I didn't think I would get along with him at all, and I probably didn't even think I'd ever get the part either. So I finally met him at the casting director's office, and he wasn't as preppy as Ralph Lauren. He was doctored and tie button down.
It was still, I mean, you wanted to be his wingman, you know? It was a pretty cool place. And I remember on the television series, we all had weeks, if not months, at the Sutton Place Inn up in Vancouver on various projects. And I was smart enough to get out of that hotel before I had to join AA. So I got my wife up there and my dog, and I got an apartment by Stanley Park up in Vancouver. And but I had the best apartment, so everybody was at my house when we wrapped. You know, and we watched Saturday Night Live and stuff, and have a couple of beers and some pizza. And it was me and Jack Coleman and Wes one night watching Saturday Night Live. And there was a Dana Carvey sketch called Head Wound Harry. And Wes literally pissed his pants. He let me see him like that. This is my boss, my mentor, my Dr. Frankenstein. And he let me see him, you know, just giggling like a girl on his stage. And I realized, and I realized this before, and I think Heather and I talked about this a little bit, that Wes somehow managed to keep the 14-year-old boy alive somewhere with all of his smarts and all of his brilliance. So the guy had the best record collection and the best book collection I've ever seen, and very diverse, this collection. A little bit of everything, but Wes didn't have that 14-year-old boy alive, and which I think, Mitch, accounts for those corny jokes.
Well, I feel privileged to work with Wes during the age of filmmaking, you know, not digital filmmaking, and so it's so different now. After a take, you can all go and huddle around.
All right. We've got a good crowd. Now we've got the Halloween 2 coming up here. Now if you are a non-VIP pass holder, make sure to make your way back a little bit. If you're a VIP pass...
And of course it was announced. I've been writing for Fangoria for a while, and like the original Scream is like a huge movie to I think all of us. So they said MTV is doing a Scream series, and we all went, oh no. And by even the end of the first episode, I had totally 180'd. I was in love with it.
That's my favorite reaction. Day 3, much less wanted. Which one's better?
You're spending your money. That's what money guys would have to do. That's